Let's go now. 18 Gators.
Come on, baby.
Leo.
Check 37. Check 37.
Big grip.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Let's go, D.
Get it.
On third down, Shaw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And they will not get a chance to return this. As it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hit it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some space here. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Here's Shaw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, They would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over first down at their own 15-yard line.
Pick her up.
5, 6, 2, 7.
That's trash. That's trash.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight down. There you go. Watch the safety creep.
Out of the gun, Geis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
11. Top right. Three down. Slow. One man.
Hey, Haywood.
Check nickel.
12. Hey, check.
Luck now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
They'll fake it. Now Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bravo.
Hey, Mike's 50. Watch QB drop.
12.
50's the mic. Silver.
Throwing on third down. Luck. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, it's our house. Bang, 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 bang.
80 weapon.
Like 20
Operating from the gun, Shaw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill.
Twits. Watch twits.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Let's go, Mexico. Check 26, check 26. 11B. Ready.
Here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Third down, here's Geis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Luck on first down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Tie it one, tie it one. You got 3 down, 3 down.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
11. Check. Mexico.
Hey, zoom.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. Catch is made by Harry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Check out.
First down, Chargers.
We got trips over here. There's overload. Last number 5. Check out.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Geis. Touchdown number 15 of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Go.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
From the gun, Shaw. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Ain't no such thing as
Go.
take a win.
5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Blue draw Corkers. Yeah, get it.
Nixon will try the right side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Go. Hit it.
On 3rd and 2, Shaw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Shaw, he'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. Looking for Harris. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. Strong right.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw is Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On the ground, Geis, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Darius Geis, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Shaw. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 42-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Two times. 4 down. Check. Hey, switch gears.
6-6, pull it high.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Ready.
26 Mike. Hey, watch the lane. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Check 9.
22 jet bomber. Ready.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down inside the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Again, it's Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
Mike 22. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the gun, Shaw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, Delta.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
After the interception, it's Long. Flush to his right. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Off of play action, Luck. Throw left side, complete to Harry. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Back to throw. Shaw, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw. Shaw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
22. So we got man. Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. You get go.
Operating from the gun. Shaw slings this deep from McLaurin and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Chargers 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st and 10, Luck. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now, Luck. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Out of the gun, Luck. Able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Set. 30 base.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
On 3rd and 2, Shaw. Now a desperation throw deep depth, and that's caught inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. On 1st down, Shaw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming. Check 99. Check 99.
Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
To throw again. Shaw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for our visitors, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to